Yep. But
one of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kansas State Wildcats.
who was that?
Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started.
Yeah. I know Lady Lundy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Using his legs.
Oh my God, this nigga. Who was his running back?
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Clark. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Huskies are flying down the field.
Hey, Jeremy, I don't like how you was talking about my Spider-Man game earlier, though.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Washington will snap it in the red zone. They feed him again. Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Madsen. The screen, he can go. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
They'll go right back to it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic and intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, explode through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Madsen. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Caught over the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires it incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Leaves it with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. Turning it on! He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
That's caught. It's Griffin. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's McCown. Gets it to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. A little too much on that one, just out.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Forced out of the pocket. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He's got it on the outside. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air on 2nd down. Dangerous screen into traffic. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. They just keep firing. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Husky.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Lawson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Washington right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Williams. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Looking for a huge play. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Washington! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Number 3 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. There he goes! And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Oakland. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Washington offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
That's caught. It's Lawson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leads it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Got the quick pass. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made. After that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks, he was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Griffin. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd, really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the
breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Looking to fire. The screen. He's got wheels. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting Pat.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Set to advance on the football.
Got room to work.
The return is tackled down at the 37, and the Washington offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Williams looking for a man. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just
running room in the middle. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the pummeling has started.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned.
He wants to go deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been